Hey guys, as you can tell, I'm not there today. I'm scrolling down to talk through this. Um, my son has been sick, and he is getting over a stomach bug, and I have more um, days available than my wife does. So that's where we're at right now. So we're going to talk about what your assignment is, what you are expected to be working on. A few things as I move my face that I want to make sure that we're clear on. So, one, when I'm not there, you are still to sit in your assigned seat. You are still to act as if I am there, and be on good behavior and not be off topic. So, if I come back and no work is turned in, that is grounds for a call home, possibly discipline to individuals or a whole class. So please do not let me hear a bad report. Um, Listen to Mr. Guy, listen to your substitute, and get your work in. Okay. Um, Thursday, we are having a profit share at Smitty K's. And if you go and get a meal from Smitty K's, either eat it there or take it home, we get 10% if you let them know that that you're there for Viking Theater. We're also going to be selling game day meals for the October 16th football game. So if you want to sell tickets for that, you need to get with Miss Robert, and we'll get all of that going. Macbeth tickets will be on sale soon, so be watching for that. So you have your journal prompt that you already answered. Name a historical figure. What were they known for? What's their identifying story? Why do you believe the story? So the idea here is most of these stories from history are stories we've heard in class or maybe we've read about. But why do we believe it? Why do we believe history? What tells us that something in the past is true? Think about these things that we use for factual information. None of us were there for history, right? But we know dates. June 9th, 1944. It's a day that will live in infamy. It was D-Day in World War II. We also have primary sources, so people who were there that wrote things down, whether in documents, letters, there are pictures that have been taken, and there's corroborating evidence, which is multiple people, multiple sources that put things together that that tell us that we can believe it. Okay. So do you ever believe a story just because it sounds plausible? Do you ever believe a story because it was told in class, therefore it must be true, or you read it on the internet, like so you know it's true? And have you ever heard a story from history that you thought was false, and then it turned out to be true? Those are just things to think about as we're going into this idea today. So the question that we already asked was, who is Thespis? Okay, do you know who Thespis is? Um, so Thespis from the Greek era is where the idea of an actor comes from. We have a thespian club, and in our thespian club, it's named after Thespis. Thespis was sort of the guy that we say is the inventor of tragedy and the father of modern theater. But is that story true? That's what you're going to figure out today. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to work with your table partner, okay? So it says divide you into groups. Your group is your table partner. If you're a virtual student, your group is you. And you're going to work through the worksheet, the assignment handout, and do the research. So on the research portion, we're going to go down right now and look at it. You're going to answer these questions, and I would like you to create a Google Slides or PowerPoint presentation with your answers, okay? So who is Thespis? I want you to find 5 facts about his life. What plays did Thespis write? What stories are connected to Thespis? And each of these should be at least their own slide, if not multiple slides. What primary sources are there to verify these sources? So I want to know, what are your primary sources? How do you know that this is true? Is there proof that Thespis was the first actor? Who talks about Thespis after his lifetime? After Thespis died, did people talk about him? Are the sources that you found reliable? Why or why not? Based on your research, do you think Thespis is a reliable figure in theater history? And what is your basis for that? For questions 1 through 6, you are to cite 3 website sources for each question, not just one source per question. We want you to find different sources, okay? And so you need to put that either on the bottom of your slide if it'll fit, or you'll insert a slide. So you'll do question 1, and then your next slide will be the sources. Question 2, your next slide will be the sources. Question 3, next slide will be the sources. Okay? So 3 sources per slide. Then you're going to do this part, the Did Thespis Exist scene. So after you've decided whether or not Thespis was a reliable theater figure in theater history, you're going to create a scene that visualizes your conclusions. So a scene has a beginning, middle, and end. How's it going to start? What's in the middle? What's the conflict? How do you resolve that conflict and then end the scene? It doesn't end with you just going, "It's done. That's all." Right? It needs to end. The audience needs to know that it's over. Okay. Everyone in your scene must have a character relationship. If you're working with just your table partner, there's just 2 of you in the scene. You can have people who are actors or historians, and you can have more characters in the scene just played by both of you. The scene should be 1 to 2 minutes long, and you both must participate. It's no monologues. This is a scene, okay? And then after you write your scene, so part 1 is a Google slide, part 2 is a Google document where you'll write your scene. You're going to rehearse it, and we're going to present this in class on Friday. Okay? So, how do you get points? Well, here it is. I'll print this out, or I'll post it. Your contribution, communication, your attitude, your focus, and your comprehension. And then after you're done, you are going to fill out this exit slip, and I'm going to actually put the exit slip up on a Google form. So, that is what we were working on today. I hate that I'm having to miss so much, but I get to be a great dad and just an okay teacher this week, and that's okay with me. And I can't wait to be a great teacher for you and hopefully stay a great dad. But just trying to get my boy healthy, and so if you're a person that prays, throw a few prayers for him. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll see you when I see you. Make good choices, have a good attitude, be good to the sub. And if I hear, anything, we will address it when I get back. All right, thanks.